it really is helpful when you are working through forgiveness that you're also connecting on a regular basis. So I'd encourage you to consider having a plan where you intentionally connect to saying, hey, how's your heart? Tell me about your day. At least 15 to 20 minutes a day. And then work to have an hour a week that you can go back and forth where you'll be uninterrupted by the kids, the dog, the work, the phone, set all technology down and work through it for at least an hour a week until you get through your list. And then your goal is to keep short accounts, but you have to get the account empty before you can keep short accounts. And this is a really good tool to help get your account into empty, so that forgiveness is something that you do without as much, what's the word I'm looking for? You won't have as much...
Won't be as much of a backlog piled up.
Exactly.
You start keeping up. This is when we work through the initial list, then we start applying the Bible verse that says, don't let the sun go down on your anger. Mm-hmm. That's the short accounts. Don't go to bed angry. If there's something that needs to be dealt with, then go through this process. And over time, you'll find it becomes quite natural. At first, it feels kind of hokey, and you need your feelings worksheet and all that. But it's still powerful. This has made such a huge difference for us when we were in such a terrible, terrible place. And in fact, it got so good because of it that we kind of quit doing it, and we really crashed hard. So don't do that. The other thing that I would suggest, it's actually not on this sheet, but I'm just thinking about it. If you have a big backlog, this could get kind of heavy. You could start dreading time together, right? Because, here we go again. We're going to dig up some more dirt. So I would encourage you, if you have a longer list, if you've got more than, say, 3 things that each of you need to talk about and do forgiveness.
And we did. We had
ours was
about 10, 15 each.
Yeah, it was a big list. Then I would encourage you to not only schedule time for forgiveness every week, but schedule time for fun together so that you're making some positive connections. And it's not, all your time together is not spent in really hard, what may be really hard and sometimes gut-wrenching. It's not always terrible, but often, these things that keep coming up, they're hard, and that's why they keep coming up. So that is the forgiveness process. That's how we've done it, and this is an issue that actually we didn't pull out our sheet this week, but I realized that I'd blown it, and I made my apology and said, you know what, I think I really sent some messages I didn't want to. And you know what? It really made a difference that day for Timi, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because we don't have a long backlog, we were able to go through the forgiveness aspect, and it took us about 15 minutes to talk through this issue, even though it had hurt me. Because Richie was able to verbalize, this is not my heart towards you. This is not how I want to be towards you, and I'm sorry that I hurt you. And when he says that in the context of understanding that he hurt me, I can go, I believe you. And again, we set it down, and it really is forgiven. Yeah. So we only resurrected it for your benefit.
That's right. As I watch that video, I just think, man, it's so counterintuitive, but the value of playing together, especially in the hard times when things are difficult, it's so hard. We can't even overstate it. It really makes a difference, and yet it's the last thing you want to do. But such an important principle. The other thing that caught my attention in this video is just thinking about the difference that keeping short accounts has made for Timi and I. The Bible says, don't let the sun go down in your anger. And, it's just so important. When you keep those accounts short, it's a lot harder for the devil to get a foothold in your relationship and start saying, he always, she never, whatever. It's so important to just do that. Those are powerful concepts that can make a big difference for you like they have for us. So once again, thanks for watching. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. We've got some other videos for you right over this way if you're interested in some more of what we have. We're finishing up this series, Radical Forgiveness, but we have 2 other things for you. One, effective communication. And part 1 is right over there. You can click on that and watch that if you're interested. And 2, a video that I did called A Cord of 3 Strands. and it's just a video I shot out in the mountains, some time on the trail, but I think a pretty powerful and exciting biblical concept. So take a listen to that. And as always, love to hear your comments and feedback here. Thanks for spreading the word. And if you'd like access to more full-length video trainings that we do, you'll see a link to our website, marriageconversionuniversity.com, at the end of this video. Go over there and enter your email address, and you'll instantly get access to some of the free full-length content that we have available on that website. And you'll be kept up to date as we release new material or schedule live webinar training events and things like that, all on the topic of marriage. So once again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.